Hello and welcome back to the second episode of a nostalgia playthrough of Close Combat 3, Cross of Iron, Grand Campaign with the Russians on Elite difficulty. Now, last episode we wounded a German and retreated. We didn't take any casualties ourselves, so I'm counting that as a win, because right now we just kind of need to build up our force and over time get to the point where we are actually capable of fighting the enemy. So we're going to check out the map here. And, well, this is where we'll be fighting. There's a few river crossings for the Germans to get across. But there aren't really that many good positions for us to take. So, we're just going to have to be a little bit careful, try to inflict as many casualties as possible. And fall back once again until we get to the third map, in which we can probably put up a fiercer resistance. Now, look at this. We can actually refit our infantry gun into an anti-tank gun, 76.2mm anti-tank gun. Yes sir, we are doing that. Can we upgrade our platoon leader? Yes we can, and then we can probably also get a crappy rifle team, huh? Yeah, a militia rifle team, just using every requisition point we can. So the platoon leader now has a rifle in addition to these submachine guns. And we are bringing in, like, we have reserve infantry and militia that we both kind of need to keep close to the group leader, as they have no morale. As you see, morale here is likely to run, and they have experienced basic training, so they're not that good. 76.2mm AT gun team has gained 1 bar of experience, so they are now experienced. They have fair morale, so we could be able to do some damage to the Germans, sir. Quite possibly. Certainly now that we have a 76.2mm anti-tank gun. That is gonna be decent. Let's just read here real quick. Position is 76.2mm gun with a clear field of fire. It has limited mobility. Use it against infantry, vehicles, or to ambush tanks at close range. We don't even need to ambush in a close range with this caliber. This is gonna go through early German tanks quite reliably. It's not necessarily just going to instantly delete any tank from the map, but we have a chance. We have a chance. So you would like to put this in a position where it can actually... if we had the infantry gun, we could put it in a building. I guess we can put it in this building, but we don't want to have it in this building. Maybe in one of these buildings. No, it can't really fit. Okay. Well... I'm thinking we put it on a hill then, right, because it will then be able to reach. Its effective firing range is like 100 meters, no, green. Within 30 meters it's gonna hit fairly reliably. I guess into the yellows here up to 300 meters, so 300 meters is still pretty reliable. On the bridge crossing here is where we want to take on tanks though, primarily I believe. So it's a bit risky to put this on the hill. It can get spotted and then start taking fire, which we would like to avoid if we can. But sometimes that just cannot be avoided. And that's fine. Let's see, the militia team is absolutely no morale, and the same goes for this reserve infantry here. Yeah, but we kind of need to have some units just over here, just spotting the enemy for us, I think. We'll have the group leader. I will have only the group leader, since they're not that likely to run away. We need them to be in a position where they can see the enemy. And hopefully not be seen themselves, so... Yeah, there's some craters there they can take cover in. Until they have to run away. And we'll put the militia and the reserve infantry over here, kind of guarding this bridge crossing in ambush mode. Yeah, so if the enemy pushes here with infantry, we're going to have to run away with our group leader and get safe. We might have to flee fairly soon, actually. I'm just hoping that with the 76mm we can take out some enemy tanks before we retreat. Well, most likely retreating. Hopefully we can kind of take the momentum from the enemy on the next map and then turn the tide and push them back, or at least keep holding on that map. We'll just have to see, because we don't really have, like, we're going to get more guns probably to stop enemy tanks, and they aren't really that mobile for a counterattack. So we begin. And we have eyes on... Whoa, that's a lot of freaking tanks. Hopefully they don't see our cannon, and we're just gonna use our cannon for whatever we can here. We've immobilized that Panzer 4D, so it's not necessarily a main priority anymore if we haven't been spotted. Okay, we've killed 2 crew members on that Panzer 4D. Maybe we can do some damage to this one as well. As you can see now, infantry is pushing over here, and that kinda makes things a little bit critical for us. Maybe I should just let them shoot whatever they feel like. Seem to be doing fine already. So they've taken the hill. Yeah, I mean, they've taken the bridge. Fantastic. We blasted 1 tank to high heaven. And reloading. We're probably gonna be aiming. This looks like a command half-track thing. So we're gonna... Well, the infantry seemingly stopped here. Either that or we don't have eyes on them anymore. Guess we're just gonna try to take on the targets there, and we'll retreat when we have to. They're not hitting extremely well, but they have hit some of their shots. We can't really count on them hitting every single shot. Maybe I should have put some infantry in this little ditch, just to keep enemy infantry at bay. But yeah, they have taken cover after the explosion of the tank right next to them. The Panzer 2D is damaged. Yeah, so we've... this is the command tank, actually. Okay, maybe if we inflict enough damage to the tanks, they will ask for a truce. Come on, please hit. We got 16 shots left. Make them count. Make them count before their infantry starts moving in. Oh, come on, hit. I know it's a tiny target, but you had them. Just shoot at the same place. Okay, the infantry here seems to be falling back a little bit. Trying to take... Oh, there, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Took out the command Panzer II. Very nice. So as you can see, this is much more effective than the anti-infantry gun. If we had this available, which you can have available on easier difficulties, on the first battle, we would have tore the enemy armor apart. Now, look at all this infantry over here. Maybe we can... Yes, we do have some high explosive shells as well here. So we can take on the infantry now that we don't have any clear shots on the enemy tanks. Alright. Yeah, we're just going to try to put some pressure on the infantry, so it doesn't take any positions that we don't want them to have. Unfortunately, the command team isn't really going to be that effective against them. Maybe the one guy with a rifle can put some pressure on them. Oh no, no point. They are falling back, actually. So our cannon here is doing very good work. We might need to flee soon before these infantry cells start to envelop us too much. But if we could take out this Panzer IV before getting out of here, would be good. I don't know how long I want to chance it, because at some point they're gonna be like, you have decided to flee from battle. In doing so, you will lose 0 soldiers, it says. At some point it's gonna say you will lose 3 soldiers, and we're gonna lose these guys. And I don't want to lose those guys. Can we smack a good hit into that thing, though? They have a half-track still around, and this tank here... Oh, we've been spotted. Have we? That was not us firing, was it? No, I don't think we've been spotted. If we've been spotted... If we take shots over here... If we take fire, then... Fantastic. Okay, we're gonna flee. We're gonna flee, because the Germans are getting really close to my command team. We've taken out 3 of the tanks. I'm happy with these results. We're going to move on and take up defensive positions on the next map before we take any casualties on this. So that's what we're doing. We killed 4, wounded 6, and we destroyed 3 tanks. I would say that is quite good. That's quite good. The 76mm cannon crew, specifically the gunner, has received the Red Star Medal as an award for his efforts. So yeah, as you can see here, we took well, wait a minute, 2 registered tank kills. We took out 3 though. And 1 registered soldier kill. He killed 1 soldier last time as well. That's a bit weird. Casualty count says 3, but when we see the kill counter it says 2. And my eyes saw 3, so I don't know what's going on there. Guess he didn't get credited one of the kills for some reason. But yeah, so I mean, so far I think we're doing pretty okay. We've done some damage to the enemy. We've taken out some tanks, so it's not too bad. But that being said, we're gonna move on to the next battle, which is the last battle in this. We started on this map. Now we fought on this. Now we're going on this map. And hopefully this is the map where we can stop the German advance entirely. We have 3 days to hold it. And if we can hold it, take out all the tanks, and then somehow counterattack, we can maybe push into the next maps that we already lost. But don't count on it though, because I don't think we're going to have the infantry or the mobile. We're just not going to have the oomph in our forces to make a push. We have the oomph for defense, as we have the anti-tank gun. Hopefully we can get another one as well. That would be pretty good. But we'll just have to see what happens. So thank you for watching so far. I hope it was enjoyable. If it was, I would appreciate if you would consider leaving a like on the video, and maybe even subscribing if you want to see more of my content in the future. I am planning to cover pretty much every close combat game over time here. At least the ones that have a grand campaign. Not all of them do. But that being said, yeah. Moving on, you can catch me in the next one where we're gonna see what we can do against the Germans that time. Have a good one.